Welcome to News West 9's West Texas View with Johnny Lou Avery.
We're going to have a really serious program today, and I brought my Kleenex because I know I'm going to need it. You're going to hear a very powerful story from a kidney recipient. And then next Sunday, you're going to hear a powerful story from the person who donated that kidney, and they were strangers when he made the decision to make this donation. So it's a really powerful story, but the purpose is to encourage people to become organ donors, to give the miracle of life, the hope of life, and to be a miracle in someone else's life. Last year, 28,000 organ transplants were performed, plus 1 million people received tissue and cornea transplants that helped them recover from trauma and spinal injuries and bone damage and burns and hearing and vision loss. But 1,000 people died waiting for a donor organ. And these figures may not seem important until you attach it to what if this was me, or what if this was a loved one. And so you're going to hear that story over the next 2 weeks. And I want you to meet two of the people that are at the center of this story. Linda McLean was the one who needed the organ, and she needed a kidney desperately. And her husband Jim could not qualify to match. And so this begins the story. It's a pleasure to have them here to tell their story. And before we start, thank you very much for coming and sharing your story. But I'd like for you to tell us a little bit about yourself before we start talking about this heavy subject. Okay. So Linda, let's start with you.
Okay, well, I'm Linda McLean, and I'm a comptroller for Tennyson Oil Company in Abilene, Texas. And Jim and I have 6 children and 14 grandchildren.
Oh my goodness. And so you had a full-time job and this big family that needed you and wanted you around when you discovered that you had to have it to live.
When I started getting
All
sick.
right, Jim, let's hear your story.
I'm Jim McLean, and I work in the auto parts business. At the time all this went down 4 years ago, I was an assistant manager. Since then, I have semi-retired. I work 3 days a week now, and just did this because of the transplant, and now we're able to go and see family that we couldn't see before because of the complications with dialysis.
And so you have seen the suffering and the pain, not
Yes,
only
ma'am.
just to your wife, but to your whole family,
Yes.
the grandchildren and the children, and how they were saying something's got to give. Right. But also you had faith that something was going to work out.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're going to tell that story as we go along. But now I want us to start and get back to how you ended up needing a kidney.
Okay, well, I have PKD, which is polycystic kidney disease. And the polycystic kidney disease is a disease where cysts that have fluid in them take over your kidney, the outside of your kidney and the inside of your kidney, until finally it just has the kidney stop working. It eventually stops your kidneys from working. It's an hereditary disease. You inherit it from, you have a 50% chance of inheriting it. My mother had it, and she was on dialysis for 15 years before she passed away. And at the time, they did not think a polycystic kidney patient could receive a transplant back at that time. She had 4 children. My sister had polycystic kidney disease, and she received a cadaver transplant, and it worked for her for 10 years, and then she passed away from other complications. My brother, my older brother, has polycystic kidney disease, and his wife was able to donate a kidney to him, and he has had a kidney transplant now for 8 years and is just doing great. And he has like 5 children, and I forgot how many grandkids. and then there was me. So my younger brother does not have it, but he was the only one of the 4 children that did not have it.
That didn't inherit it. So from the time you found out that I am not going to make it if I don't have a donor, till you got a donor, how long was that?
Well, actually, it was not all that long. I found out that I had polycystic kidney disease when I was 28 years old. But generally, polycystic kidney disease, it takes till you're about 50 to increase enough that it deteriorates your kidneys where they no longer work. So I did not have any problems till I was in my 50s, and at that time my kidney function started going down. And so in 2007 was when I started really having kidney issues. And I got sicker and sicker and weaker and weaker, and finally in 2008 I went on the UNOS, the United Transplant list to become a recipient of a kidney, and I was on it for like 3 years before I got my kidney.
And the way you got a donor is so absolutely amazing, because one of the things that I didn't know, hadn't thought about, was that a donor can be a living donor or a deceased donor.
Right.
If I register, that means when I die, they can harvest my organs that are usable.
Right.
But also someone, because we have 2 kidneys, can donate it and living. So now tell your story. You've been watching this this process of her deterioration, and you mentioned it at work, or people knew it at work?
Well, I was going to try to be a donor.
Okay, we're gonna have to. I don't want to interrupt this story in midstream, because I want you to tell the whole story, and so I want to quote a little bit of statistics that I have before we have to take a break. The biggest statistic is that while you're watching this program, the 30-minute program, 3 people will be added to the donor recipient waiting list. They need donors. And we don't have enough donors coming in to register to take those places. Now, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, you're going to hear how Jim, just through sharing his information, was able to get a donor from a stranger to Linda to donate his kidney. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. West Texas View will be right back.